All right, you guys, this is the same problem that I had last night where it kicked me off. I'm going to wait for some more people to come in. I don't know what's going on with the computer. It has to be the interference again. So, okay. Yeah, I had to restart the chat because I couldn't tell if y'all could hear me. My computer was showing that I wasn't online. So this is what happened last night. This is what Miss Texas was talking about when I kept saying that I was having a problem with certain things, and she was saying that it was spiritual interference. So it's kind of like maybe it's because we're all listening to the EVP and we're all talking about it, and it's bringing a lot of that good vibes and good energy in, so that they can now the people on the other side are like, oh, so they're starting to hear us, they're hearing us, so I just think it's everything at once going on right now as far as that. I think that because we're communicating with so many spirits, being Heidi, Shanann, Allison, and one that is named Chris. This freaked me out. One that was named Chris, and they were all domestic abuse victims. So it might just be that all four of their energies together is definitely going to mess with my like my internet connection, things like that. So hopefully some of the people that were in the chat the first time can go ahead and join us. If any of the people that are in here now were in the last one, could y'all go ahead and give me a thumbs up so I at least know it's y'all? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I don't think, and that's what Miss Texas and I were talking about. It seems like when, hi Anna, it seems like whenever too much spiritual activity is going on too, it will interfere with your things. But yes, that's true. But the only thing about what we were talking about last night is when we were speaking with them before we got on live, they wanted this to be talked about, especially Chris, because Chris was a male and he ended up getting murdered. And mostly everybody around him picked up that there was something off with the girl. But I think he just, he'd been with her off and on for a long time. He didn't want to hear it. And he took certain things as like, oh, she's just being, crazy, being a girl, doing crazy things. But he did say in his afterlife now that, in hindsight, when he did his life review, that he did realize, there was a lot of things. There is a male energy that's in the video. I didn't hear it. If you hear it, Kelly, go ahead and timestamp it for me, and I'm going to check it out. But there is a male, and it was a domestic abuse, and that's basically what we were addressing last night in the video. These four individuals, Shanann, Allison, Heidi, and Chris. And Chris mainly wanted it to be brought to his attention because of him being a male. He was shot in the back of the head walking out of a house in Texas. Really, the girl should be sitting on death row, in my opinion. Some people don't believe in that, but she knew exactly what she was doing. She lied completely about it. Hi, Miss Texas. I'm sorry that we were having the interference again, like last night, I think. And then Lou had made a point too. Maybe someone did one, but I think it was just more the interference because we have. Kelly actually said she heard a male voice also, which might have been Chris's voice in it. So I asked her if she could maybe go back and timestamp where she thinks she hears the male's voice, because I would recognize Chris's voice. And even if I didn't recognize it, certain things he says or things like that, we'll be able to pick up on it. So what are you doing, boy? Okay. Here. Oh, I sorry, lovey. Okay, I'm sorry, I gotta keep getting up, guys. But yeah, so it was that early into the video, Kelly? Was it on the same video too? Was it on the one from last night? Okay, hold on. I'm actually have my phone with me real quick, so I'm gonna see if I can maybe hear it. So I'm gonna pause the sound on here real quick because I don't want it to be too loud. Okay, sorry, I forgot it was muted. Thank you, Miss Texas. Um, the let's see. Yeah, he would be wearing. I'm surprised he's even wearing clothes at all. He's wearing Geek Squad. I'm surprised he hasn't dressed like Archer from the cartoon yet to show you that he loved that. Um, is there something? Oh, no, okay. Yeah, I don't know if I can't. I'd have to check it after Kelly to see if I hear it on here, and then I'll let you know if it was possibly because it's a child's cartoon that's on. So, and it's actually about a girl. So I'm not. I don't. I'm like right now. There's a male crab talking, I guess, but that's the most I hear. No, the only person I don't have anybody male here besides my cat and my 2-year-old. So I'm surrounded by, I guess, male spirits and male beings and little animal beings. So yeah, and also too, I want to thank you, everybody so far who's in the chat room. We have about 9 people. If you are enjoying it and you would, if you could like the video or like the live stream, I'd greatly appreciate it. And go ahead and put the video into algorithm for the so that if anybody is looking for this type of subject matter, they're able to find it. I would greatly appreciate it. Like I said, and like I said, the likes mainly really aren't for me for the live. Like I said, that it's more for so that people can know. Like I said, if you if they're searching EVPs or anything like this would come up in their search if that's what they're looking for. So yeah, and now he won't leave, Miss Texas. He will not leave now. I told you. He's gonna mess with me forever now. I'll have to go put him in timeout on the couch again. Like I said, in his little sparkly tank top. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. I'm glad you're joining us. Like I said, right now we're talking about EVPs. So, again, you know, if you're in the stream and you're enjoying it, please go ahead and like it that way, because this is how Lisa just found us. And that was my point of doing the of going ahead and liking it, because Lisa, I'm sure, found us through something similar of this that she was looking for. So again, I want to welcome her. I'm glad she was able to find us. And like I said, we were talking about EVPs, Lisa. Last night I did a video. It was between the live stream. I was going chatting back and forth on here. Miss Texas has separate abilities than what I do, so I kind of pick up with my tarot, and she picks up more on her psychic intuition side. She can more or less I would say conversate more in a way with them, and she can kind of see their, I don't want to say it wrong, ethereal energy, where you kind of like that veil is thin. I don't so much see that. I see pictures of things, hear things, and I can use my cards to confirm things. So, but on the video from last night, Lisa, if you want to go ahead and, like I said, we're live here, so you can come right back after you're done watching it if you'd like. But it's called YouTube Hung Up on Me, How Rude. And at the bottom, I timestamped it at 29 minutes and 17 seconds. If you turn your volume all the way up, you will hear a woman it almost sounds like she's right there, like sitting in front of the computer. That's what's even crazier. It's clear as day. You can hear a woman say, "You're the best." And we were talking about domestic abuse for Heidi, Shanann, Allison Watterson, who went missing, and a friend of mine who was also a male, but he was killed by a woman. And, you know, I think a lot of things would have been brought. Yeah, you can hear it better with the headphones. That's how I heard it this morning. But if you have pretty good sound on your computer and you turn it all the way up, like on my computer, I can hear it without the headphones, which shocked me because I didn't think I'd be able to. Yes, it is a blessing to have. And it's nice that, and maybe that's what helped gravitate you towards this page, is because you are picking up on the rest of all of us. And yeah, she was yeah, because that's where my mic is, pretty much where you heard the voice. So that's probably why it was so clear from where she was sitting, because I was over here and it sounded like it came from here. So, and that's just the sound from the video that I get and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. Again, like I said, once you get a chance to listen to it, I mean, like I said, I don't see how nobody can't hear it. Yeah, you can hear it on your laptop. That's what I'm saying. It is so loud. It is so loud. And I don't, like I said, I've never heard the voice before, so I'm not familiar with it. But it did sound, like I said, it was a woman. I just don't know. I'm going to say it was more Allison because we were talking about her, but it could have been Heidi or Shanann because of the subject matter we were talking about. They wanted domestic abuse to be addressed last night, and that it was not just the women. It happens to men too. So, and that's why Chris was there. Chris is still here. But it's probably too why I'm so like, I don't know if you can feel it, Miss Texas. I feel like I'm kind of taking on his playful energy that he normally had in the morning when he was here. It was kind of like, I'm not usually this, you know, and he was. And so, yeah, I think I might be taking on a little bit of that from him. So, again, like I said, I want to thank you for everybody who is in the chat room. Yeah, re-energizing. He must have slept. Well, if he slept at all, I don't know. But I am totally re-energized from that last night chat with him, and then the live, and then hearing that this morning. Like I said, again, if you're in the chat and you're enjoying it, please go ahead and like it, so that way if anybody else is looking for any type of video like this, EVPs, anything, Afterlife, tarot readings, just go ahead and give the video a thumbs up, so if those people who are looking for it can go ahead and find it. That's how Lisa found it on here. She's also an empath. So again, also other empaths will pick up on it once you start to go ahead. And like I said, at least for these kind of videos, like I said, for the psychic videos, the tarot videos, the empath videos, when you're trying to connect all those people together to help bring some type of clarity to something, that's why we kind of ask you to like the videos, because it pulls the energy. Like I met Miss Texas through Heidi, and that's how we got connected. And from there on, it's kind of just been are you hearing the whispering on the video right now, Kelly? And like I said, if you're watching and you haven't liked yet, please do. Okay. Is it interfering with, like, can you still hear what I'm saying, or is it just something that's kind of like a background noise? Because I don't hear it. So the only thing I hear is like the little air thing compressor going on the back of my computer. You got a monkey? So it's not interfering so bad though that you can't hear what I'm saying. Though it's not like super loud, like overpowering my voice. Okay. Yeah, I'll listen to it later with my headphones and see if I can hear anything. Hold on, let me see. Because I'm actually talking with Conscious Truth off and on a little bit. Oh, hold on. This is my job. I don't know why they would even think that. I had answered something in in my job we have a group chat, and so I responded in the group chat, and like somebody like in the group chat that I don't even know who they are because we just hired like 3 new people, like messaged me out of the group chat in their own phone and was like, "Who is this?" So I was like, "I don't know. Who are you?" Like I didn't. And they're like, "When you messaged me at 7 a.m. and they showed me what the message was, and I was like, "That wasn't for you. That was for my boss." So yeah, I'm sorry. Like that just tripped me out. It's like I don't even. Why would you even privately message somebody if it's obviously you're somebody from your job if they're in the stream? Not that has anything to do with it, but I don't know. That's what I'm saying. People trip me out sometimes. Yeah. So now that that's starting to happen, Miss Texas, I think it'll start happening a lot more. Yeah, they are. People are cranky. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, because it literally is like a work stream, like a work thread. That's what it's for. So that's why I'm like, why would you pick out one number and out of the thread and go, well, who is this? Well, I don't know. We just got our work schedules, and who are you? Because we just hired 3 new people. So how about you start with, hey, I work at this job and I noticed you text, or something, but like, I don't know. I just felt like they should have been able to figure that out without actually having to call me. Yeah, Kelly, whenever you get a chance, I'm going to have to get off here in a little bit because I was on the thing earlier, like I said, and I had the interference again come in. And so I do have a lot of personal readings I need to do this afternoon, at least to get caught up with some of them. I have at least like 6, I think now. So I'm going to do those two. But I definitely am going to try to get, I want to try to get back on this evening. If not this evening again, I'm going to get back on a little bit earlier, I think tonight. Like I said, I tried to get on a little bit earlier last night, but we were having a conversation with Miss Texas and I were having a conversation with our friends. Did you mean to add the 6 behind Woohoo, Kelly? I'm just curious. I don't know if that was the time that you would like me to get on, or that would work for you. Like, what's a good time for y'all? Like I said, because I got on early last night and nobody was there, and so I went ahead and got off. But I got back on later, and then again, that was my fault because I said I was gonna come on a little bit later. Oh yeah, I know. It all came in last night, like streamed in, like out of nowhere, and maybe it was like Miss Texas saying, them sending the energy in, because a lot of it was stuff about, and of course, I'm not gonna get personal names, but it was stuff about relationships. So, no, I wrote William Tyrell down, Lulu. So I have that. I'm gonna check on that. Should I ask them that now, Miss Texas, out loud, so that they could go ahead and respond in the video? I've never had this is like a new awakening for this ability for me, so I'm not really sure how to use it. Yeah, it's definitely going to be later, just because this is the last day I have off this week, so I have a lot of stuff I kind of have to do today, this afternoon, like mid-afternoonish, but I'm definitely going to be on again live tonight, for sure. I just, it seems like 9 o'clock almost seems to be the best time, between like about 8 and 9. It seems to be the best time for y'all. So I think I might stick with between 8 and 9. I know that's an hour span, but if you go to my page, and you push that little bell, the notification bell, as soon as I go live, it'll let you know. Because obviously, depending on how many people show up to the chat and how many people are in it, what they want to chat about and things like that. 317. Okay. And hey, Katie, I hope you're doing all right today. What time zone am I in? Central, I want to say. It's right now. It's 10:17 here, so that's what I'm saying. I'm probably gonna go somewhere real quick with my son and to get him out of the house, because that's kind of what I do with him, to get him in his nap, get him ready for his nap. So I'm gonna go make a run with him real quick, and then I'll be back. I'm gonna go ahead and start some of the private readings. I'm sorry, like blanked out for a second. And again, I want to thank the people who are in the chat room for being here. If you haven't had a chance to go ahead and thumbs up the chat yet, I would appreciate it if you would, because again, we're going to go ahead and do this again tonight. And I would love for the people who are into this to be able to channel it and pick it up. And then they will be able to do that with the likes. Hey, Martha. Yeah, go ahead and check it out. It's 5:18 p.m. in Sweden. Yeah, it'll probably be when I don't know if you'd be awake or not, Anna, to be honest. I mean, you'll always be able to see it the next day, but I mean, that's pretty cool. They're watching from Sweden. I didn't realize it. A little video reached that far. Yeah, I'm starting to like the lives more because I can interact with y'all better, and then I can Ricardo, is that how you pronounce it? Hello and welcome. You're from Italy. Awesome. My grandparents used to travel to Italy every year. They I forget which part. Um Lucca, I want to say, somewhere around that area. But I'm not sure. Um well, welcome everybody. I guess I'm glad that. Oh, and you're in Australia too. Cool. I'm glad that we're all starting to come together from different parts. Like I said, this is what I was saying about, the go ahead and liking the stream. See, we're bringing in people from different countries who are empaths, and I said, and this is only gonna improve our chats. So that's why I'm super excited about it. And I can tell a lot of y'all probably have those traits, or you wouldn't even be here to begin with. You wouldn't have gravitated towards this. So, okay. So, yeah, again, I'm really sorry my earlier video cut off. Check out the Paul Walker reading, Megan. Yeah, I did. There is orbs all over the Paul Walker reading. I kind of got the feeling. You okay? I kind of got the feeling when I watched that. I got the feeling he was showing himself so much for his daughter. That's the feeling I got with the orbs in that video. So yeah, check out a lot of the of my earlier videos where I don't show my face because I was still not ready to. They're the ones mainly around the time that Martha is referencing to. It's usually going to be the ones where I'm sitting on the floor and I have the setup behind me. And like I said, again, you don't see my face. It's just the board you see. And but those are the ones that, yes, you see very many orbs. There is the difference where you can see some is just something that happened to float, but you can tell the difference in between the orbs. The orbs are brighter and they don't move the same as dust. Dude, you're falling over a cord. They don't move the same as dust. Dust kind of like floats around randomly, and orbs, I'm sorry, dust will kind of like come across the screen and go away. The orbs will kind of like move around in different positions, almost like when you see like a UFO video or something and you see it go from here, like here real quick, that's kind of like more going to be the orbs. So let's see, I'm going to check the comments real quick before I go ahead and sign off because I'm going to have to take him out. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I was wondering if, with my accent, I know I'm from deep in Texas, so I don't hear it so much, but whenever my oldest son's father's family would come down from New York, they would always tease me and Jeffrey Epstein. No, I haven't done Jeffrey Epstein yet. Yeah, but my oldest son's family would always tease me, like when I would say something, they'd be like, they'd repeat it in some country accent, and I'm like, my accent's not that bad. And there's sometimes I hear it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a real country sounding. So I I get it. But no, I have not done Jeffrey Epstein. I don't really know much about him. I heard about him, but I didn't look into it. But I will, let me write him down to next to the other one for that Lulu wanted me to look at, because I did want to look into him and see what was the deal with him. How did you even get that? Yeah, I'm going to have to go soon, you guys. I'm sorry. I wrote down Jeffrey Epstein. Can you? I'm going to have to check that out, Miss Texas. I didn't know you could do that. Lisa, Miss Texas is helping me with that. I have done candles. She's teaching me how to do the pendulums, but I use more salts and herbs and things like that for my banning spells and things like that, and protection spells. So let's see. I think it's cool listening to other people's accents. It was funny one time when I was younger, I went on a cruise and I met a girl from England on there. And we were only on there for a week, but we were really young. So, of course, you're impressionable and you repeat things, you know? So by the time we left the cruise, and we stayed pen pals for like probably over a year. But I'm trying to think of her name. It started with a K and I can't even think about it now. But it was funny. By the time we left, her parents and my parents were joking that she sounded like she was from Texas and I sounded like I was from England by the time we left the cruise. And it was so true. Like I caught myself so many times saying things that she would say. And she did. She sounded just like me. Like we had both taken on each other's accents after a week. So, and we, like I said, we stayed Carrie Ann was her name, and we stayed pen pals for a while. I even called her, and it was cool listening to the phone ring in England because it rings twice instead of once. But yeah, not that it's super important, but I just thought that was a cool little story. Do they live, so you don't hear like that super country, like, I don't even know if I see, it's like, I feel like I try to make the country accent, but then I hear it when I'm not trying. Right now, like when I say I hear it when I'm not trying, like I can hear it then. But for the most part, I don't really hear it. I know, I wish I would have stayed pen pals with her. She was awesome. And we used to send each other little gifts from, like I would send her, because I live on an island, so I would send her the sand from the beach with shells and things like that, and she would send me things from England. So it was really cool. Yeah, like we was my, and I want to say, Miss what Miss Texas just said. If any of you possess any type of skills, think that you might, any intuition, special skills, any type of empath, anything where you feel that you have been right more than you should, like you were like, I knew that was, I was, like I said, I started noticing it when, like I said, phones would ring and I knew who it was. Certain things were planned and I knew what the outcome was probably going to be if a person did a certain thing. So those are just little hints that you do have that. So once you have that, all you have to do is start building on that. So, Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton's a bit different than all of us. I mean, and I'm talking about, boy, oh, goodness. That's an empty cup. Yeah, Kelly, that's what I'm saying. If you want, I don't know if I gave you my phone number. If not, I'll have to go back into the emails and I'll send you my phone number. And like I said, and I've chat on the phone with Miss Texas, Conscious Truth. The only person I haven't chatted on the phone with is Mystic Brady, but I chat through email with her. I don't think I've chatted on the phone with her yet. But yeah, and really too, I do want to kind of have the conversation with you. I can fill out better okay, I'll send it to you then. So that way I want to see where you're at. Because I do know that you have it. I can feel something for you. I just don't, I think you're more along the levels of me, of the type of abilities that I have. Nothing jumps directly out to you like it does, or I don't want to say jumps out directly because I don't want to speak for Miss Texas, but Miss Texas, she can more or less kind of ask them a question and they can kind of respond in a certain way. I can't really I can ask the question, but I have to put the puzzle pieces together. So that is kind of how I feel like yours is, Kelly. And thank you. You're welcome. And I love that you call me Ladybug, by the way. I don't know why. I used to watch the poor kid is dead now. He was an actor. I can't think of what it was, but he played oh my gosh, what was that movie? It's basically like the Ladybugs. It was like a soccer team, and he dressed up as a girl to play on the soccer team with the guy, with the dad. The dad was like this comedian or something. He was in a Never Ending Story. Jonathan, I think that was his name. He ended up committing suicide, and but he was really like the it kid, you know. Like I said, I want to say he was in the Never Ending Story. Yeah, but it was him. And I don't even remember. Yeah, but anyways, that movie, when I think of Ladybugs, I think of that movie, and I absolutely love that movie as a child. So I love that you call me Ladybug. It reminds me of that movie and his little cute face. But yeah, that was a shame for him. Yeah, Martha, that's fine. And like I said, I'm getting ready to get off anyways, too. Like I said, I got to go make a run real quick because it's almost getting ready to be about 11 o'clock here. So we're getting close to little baby's nap time. And I need to do some of those readings. So, and okay, Katie, that's already translated. Okay, you can email me too, like I said. And again, I'll see you. And also, Miss Texas is on here. You can check her page, and they can kind of give you a starting point, and that way you can go ahead and go from there. So, yeah, translating is different for everybody. It is, I kind of think, a little bit. I know how I translated, but I had to. I said I had to, for one, accept it first that that's what was going on, because if you're just gonna write it off to being a coincidence, you're never gonna be able to tap into that ability. So for one, you want to accept it, and then for two, then we'll start working on how we can pick up on that. So like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off because I'm gonna go take the baby out real quick, and I will be back, and then I'm gonna put him down for a nap. And yes, accepting it is because most people want to make you feel like you're crazy, and that like you're talking to yourself in your head, or you know, things like that, and just ignore that. Like I said, for the longest, I've been wanting to do this YouTube page for 2 years with tarot, and I haven't because I was worried about people calling me crazy. And now that I have gone ahead and realized there are people out there that are just like me, interested in the same thing, sees the same thing, or sees different things, and we can all combine it and it bring some type of value to those people's families or their lives, then that's all we're trying to do. He would be. That's what I'm saying. He won't stop messing with me this morning. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I don't know if you noticed, I looked behind me a second ago. I think he's like messing with my shoulder or something, because I keep feeling like something's poking my shoulder. Earlier. I don't know. I haven't heard. The only timestamp I have is for the EVP from the one last night. The video I have from earlier, I haven't gotten to listen to it yet. So I'm going to listen to that when I get back, before I lay my son down. So whenever I get back on, a notepad out. He's still wearing his goofy ass glasses. And he probably has like a pin behind his ear too. I'd imagine he probably only has on the lab coat too, doesn't he? There's probably nothing but a lab coat and a notepad. You're welcome, Martha. But yeah, when I'll listen to the videos again. I'm going to listen to the first one I made before I had the interference this morning, and then I'm going to listen to this one and see if I can hear anything in those. And I will update y'all when I get back from nap time. And then, like I said, personal readings, everybody who has requested one, like I said, just give me 24 to 48 hours. Y'all will all receive them within that time frame. And then we will be doing a session again tonight and see what we can get from that. Yeah. And especially for your son. Bow tie. I'm gonna find that picture of him in the bow tie, because I guarantee you that's we're talking about one of the murder victims, domestic violence victims, Chris. He's his video is in my playlist. It's Chris Chapa. He was murdered by Claudia Escobar, and that was what the EVP was about, or the live stream was about last night. It was about Miss Texas and I were talking to Chris, Heidi, Shanann, and Allison, because they were all victims of it. And Chris mainly wanted to put in his input because he was a male. And a lot of times that gets looked over. in a domestic violence situation because a girl, well, he hit me and he did this, and and that's basically how she was. She was a drama queen. She made up stuff. She lied. Oh, he has my emerald inside the coffee cup. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and check up on some of that stuff for y'all. Once the video is uploaded, y'all can go ahead and keep chatting on the comment section. And if there's anything else y'all want me to look at, I'll check it when I get back home before I lay the baby down and I'm listening to the last 2 videos. And yeah, just like I said, if there's anything that y'all want me to check into or that y'all hear that I don't hear, like I said, once this goes into my playlist and it's uploaded as a regular video, just go ahead and leave y'all's comments in the comment section. Anything that y'all want to know for the reading that I'm going to be doing tonight. Like I said, we're just going to say 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time is when I'm going to try to start the reading. But it might not really get started up to about 8:39. So like I said, again, if you don't want to be checking in between 8 and 9, you can go to my main page, hit the notification bell, and it'll let you know whenever, yes. And anybody who is on here and enjoying it, please thumbs up it. Like I said, because this is helping all of us connect from, like, as you can see, there's people on here now, Australia, Italy, all kinds of places, and they all have, possess certain abilities. So we can have an amazing chat tonight with all of these different energies coming from different places and different abilities. So I'm super excited for that. So this is it. I'm going to go run my errands and I will check into that stuff. Like I said, y'all go ahead and leave any questions y'all have in the comment section. In the last video I did this morning that I wasn't able to finish and I had to come into this video, or you can leave the comments in this one once this one's uploaded. So y'all have a great rest of y'all's morning, and I will be talking to y'all soon. I might do a short live in the afternoon just to kind of update you on what I heard on the videos and about how far through the private readings and how many I have left, because I know everybody who did the private readings, of course, I know y'all are waiting for them. Like I said, it's just I do have a lot of cases and things to, so like I said, y'all will have y'all's reading, but they are all going to be within 24 to 48 hours, like I said. So if you don't get it tonight, you will be getting it tomorrow for sure. So I want to thank everybody that is here in the chat who has participated. I'm glad y'all are all here. I'm excited to see what we're going to be able to do once we put all of our, abilities together. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll see you later, Katie. Good night. And like I said, and I will see the rest of y'all for the chat. So later on tonight, like I said, if you don't want to be checking in between 8 and 9, like I said, go ahead and go to my page, hit the notification bell, and you will get the notification as soon as I go live. And yeah, so I will see y'all soon. Y'all have a great morning. I promise I will bring them just for you, Miss Texas. And you bring it too, because I need yours I need you to feed off of, and we feed off of each other. So, well, more or less, I enjoy you and I feeding off of each other. So, like I said, y'all have a great, rest of the afternoon, and I will see y'all tonight for our chat. So again, thank you for joining me this morning. Thank you for everybody who thumbs up the live so that we get it out, and hopefully we can pull in some more people later to be a part of our Southern Soul family. So I will see y'all in a bit, and y'all have a good afternoon. Talk to y'all later.